Who'd win a race between a classic car and a steam locomotive? Well, these men decided to find out. This is train versus car. The grand race. In the one corner, weighing slightly more than a box of matches, Jenny. The Class 24 locomotive that was manufactured in 1943 by the North British Locomotive Company, but designed by a South African. She is one of 100 that came from over the seas. She'll race a Bentley, straight out of 1930. Although this work of art is a worthy competitor, they decided to bring a second Bentley, presumably if one breaks down. The race is set from the train station in Hartenbos to Grootbrak Rivier. Team Bentley consists of Harry and Carl. Team Steam as Dion, Marius, and a torsoless man called Etienne. They decided to do a Le Mans start, and when everyone was ready, with a hoot and a wave of a flag, they set off. Already Team Bentley had it easy, as they simply had to get in and fire up the engine. However, the train fired up 14 hours earlier, with a pile of broken wood. The firebox is where it all begins. But first, Adrian volunteered to give us a look at the inside.
Dis blykbaar hoe 'n stoker gebore is. Is daar binne?
The fire is made upside down. First a layer of coal, followed by some broken pallet pieces. When there's enough wood, they break up some more to add to the growing pile. Next up, wood shavings soaked in diesel. One bucket will do. Then, you guessed it, more fuel. A piece of waste is added to the pile as well as to a shovel. And then finally, the fire gets lit and quickly springs to life. The front hatch is closed so we don't suffocate or burn our faces off.
Dit gaan rof daar binne.
Back to the race. Having departed, the Bentley faced their first obstacle. A gazebo. After some fine navigating, the Bentley set off. But soon, the traffic started slowing them down. When they got to the first crossing, the train had long since passed. Things were looking great for the train, and on the footplate, everything was running like clockwork. When Team Bentley finally escaped the populated areas, things started looking up. Eventually, they caught up with the train as we crossed a bridge. Here's the big difference. In the Bentley, they were moving. In the train, we adopted the saying, it's about the journey, not the destination. And with spectacular views, you need time to take in all its splendor. I got distracted by the ever-changing scenery when I heard a familiar sound. Turns out the Team Bentley had so much time to spare that they waited 5 minutes for the train to arrive at the junction. As there was only 3 minutes to the finish line, they could have already finished the race. This might end up being a foolish choice that could cost them the race. However, this isn't the first time that Bentley races a train. In 1930, a Bentley racer wagered £100 that he could beat Le Train Bleu. He beat the train by 4 minutes, but the fine issued by the French authorities far outweighed the winnings. With the race now neck and neck, it reached its climax. Here is the full uncut final push. If you want to see who won, skip ahead to exactly 8 minutes. The race was all but over, and in the train we searched for the cars. But this was a futile exercise, as the cars had already arrived at the station, where the paparazzi were waiting. About 50 seconds later, the train arrived. Congrats to Team Bentley, but the real winners were everyone that came to enjoy this historic moment. As for myself, documenting this race has brought me much happiness. Spending a night minding the fire will forever be a cherished memory. I'll leave you with the words of Marius. If only these windows could talk, the stories that they would tell. As always, thank you for watching. Massive thanks to everyone from Atlantic Rail and everyone that contributed videos. I hope to have another grand adventure soon. If you smart could share it. If you want to support my channel, download my free slang dictionary and leave a tip. Link in the description. So take it easy, but take it. And if it's easy, take it twice. It's a wrap.